Today, we honor the lives of those who passed in the third week of February 2026. Robert Duvall died February 15, 2026 at his home in Middleburg, Virginia. He was 95 years old. Over 6 decades in film and television, he built one of the most respected bodies of work in American acting. Audiences first knew him as Tom Hagen in The Godfather, then as Lieutenant Colonel Kilgore in Apocalypse Now, and as Augustus McCrae in Lonesome Dove. He won the Academy Award for Best Actor for his role in Tender Mercies, playing a broken country singer finding his way back. Duvall was also a U.S. Army veteran who served in the 1950s. He is remembered as an actor who brought complete conviction to every role, no matter how large or small. Reverend Jesse Jackson died February 17, 2026 at the age of 84. He was one of the most consequential figures in American civil rights history, having worked alongside Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in the 1960s before spending the following decades building on that foundation. He founded Operation Push and the Rainbow Coalition, ran 2 historic campaigns for the presidency, and was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Jackson is being remembered for a lifetime spent fighting for racial equality and social justice, and for never stepping back from that work, regardless of the political climate. Eric Dane died February 10, 2026, at the age of 53. He was best known for playing Dr. Mark Sloan on Grey's Anatomy, a role he held for nearly a decade, and for his later work as Cal Jacobs in the HBO series Euphoria. Dane brought a grounded intensity to both roles that earned him a loyal following across 2 very different generations of television. He is remembered as an actor who made the most of every part he was given. Frederick Wiseman died February 16, 2026 at his home in Cambridge, Massachusetts. He was 96 years old. Over more than 5 decades, he made documentaries that set him apart from nearly every other filmmaker working in the form. He shot inside institutions, schools, hospitals, courtrooms, welfare offices, and presented the footage without narration or interviews, letting the reality of each place speak entirely for itself. Wiseman won an honorary Academy Award in 2016 in recognition of his body of work. He was also a U.S. Army veteran who served in the 1950s. He is remembered for bringing quiet, unflinching attention to the parts of American life that rarely appear on screen. Billy Steinberg died February 16, 2026 at his home in Brentwood, California after a battle with cancer. He was 75 years old. He wrote some of the most recognizable songs of the 1980s, among them Like a Virgin, recorded by Madonna, Eternal Flame by the Bangles, and So Emotional by Whitney Houston. True Colors, which he co-wrote and which Cyndi Lauper made famous, became one of the decade's most enduring ballads. Steinberg is remembered for lyrics that were personal and direct, qualities that made his songs connect far beyond the era in which they were written. Mike Wagner died in the third week of February 2026. He was 76 years old. Wagner spent his entire NFL career with the Pittsburgh Steelers, winning 4 Super Bowl championships across the team's dynasty years of the 1970s. He played safety and was a key part of the Steel Curtain defense, one of the most dominant units in league history. Wagner is being remembered as a cornerstone of a team that defined an era in professional football. Doug Moe died February 17, 2026 in San Antonio after a battle with cancer. He was 87 years old. Moe was one of the most distinctive coaching personalities in NBA history, known for running an up-tempo offensive system that made his teams exciting to watch and difficult to defend. He was named NBA Coach of the Year in 1988 after guiding the Denver Nuggets to the Midwest Division title. Before coaching, he was a 3-time All-Star in the ABA. Moe was also a U.S. Army veteran who served in the 1960s. He is remembered as a charismatic figure who left a lasting mark on the way the game was played. José van Dam was one of the great operatic bass baritones of the 20th century. Born in Belgium, he built a career that took him to the world's most celebrated opera houses over 5 decades, earning a reputation for vocal richness and dramatic presence that few singers of his generation could match. He is remembered as a defining voice of his era, one whose recordings continue to be regarded as benchmark performances. Norman Francis spent 47 years as president of Xavier University of Louisiana, the only historically Black Catholic university in the United States. Under his leadership, the institution grew significantly in both size and reputation, and he remained a central figure in the rebuilding of New Orleans following Hurricane Katrina. Francis was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2006. He is remembered as one of the most consequential educators in the history of American higher education and a quiet but enduring force in the civil rights movement. Tom Noonan died February 14, 2026 at the age of 74. He built a long career as a character actor across film and television, appearing in RoboCop 2, Heat, and Last Action Hero, among many others. He is perhaps best remembered for his portrayal of the serial killer Francis Dollarhide in Michael Mann's 1986 thriller Manhunter, a performance that became one of the more quietly unsettling in the history of American crime film. Noonan is remembered as a distinctive presence, who brought unusual depth to every role he took. Jane Baer died February 16, 2026 at her home in Van Nuys, California. She passed away in her sleep at the age of 91. Baer was among the first women to build a sustained career in the animation industry, beginning at Disney, where she contributed to Sleeping Beauty. She later co-founded her own studio and went on to work on Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Black Cauldron, and The Rescuers. She is remembered as a pioneer who helped open the door for generations of women in animation. Hideki Sato died February 13, 2026 at the age of 75. Known within the industry as the father of Sega hardware, Sato was the engineer behind nearly every major gaming console the company produced, including the SC-3000, the Mega Drive, and the Sega Saturn. He later served as president of Sega. He is remembered as one of the central figures in the development of home video gaming as a global medium. Isaiah Zagar spent decades covering the walls, floors, and facades of Philadelphia's South Street neighborhood, with intricate mosaics made from broken mirrors, tiles, bottles, and found objects. His greatest work, Philadelphia's Magic Gardens, became a landmark of the city and one of the most visited folk art environments in the country. Zagar is remembered as an artist who transformed public space into something deeply personal, and who gave his city a work of art that cannot be replicated anywhere else. King Liu founded Giant Bicycles in Taiwan in 1972, building it into the largest bicycle manufacturer in the world. Under his leadership, Giant helped shift global bicycle production and design, supplying major international brands before establishing its own identity as a premium manufacturer. Liu is remembered as a visionary in an industry he fundamentally reshaped, and as the person most responsible for putting Giant on the map as a name riders around the world came to trust. Lil Poppa died in the third week of February 2026. He was a Jacksonville-based rapper signed to CMG, the label founded by Yo Gotti, and had built a following through a series of mixtapes and projects known for their introspective tone and emotional honesty. He is remembered as a young artist with a distinctive voice who was still very much in the process of defining what his career would become. Richard Ottinger served multiple terms in the United States House of Representatives from New York, and was among the earliest members of Congress to make environmental protection a central focus of his legislative work. He was a supporter of the original Clean Air Act and remained an advocate for environmental causes long after leaving office. Ottinger is remembered as a lawmaker who took the long view on issues that many of his colleagues had not yet recognized as urgent. Tre Johnson died February 15, 2026 at the age of 54. He played offensive line in the NFL for the Washington Redskins and Cleveland Browns, earning a Pro Bowl selection in 1999. After his playing career ended, he returned to Maryland as a history teacher and coach. Johnson is remembered both for his years on the field and for the commitment he showed to his community long after leaving the game. Shelly Desai died February 10, 2026 in Los Angeles at the age of 90. Over a long career in film and television, he accumulated dozens of credits, with roles in Thelma and Louise, Escape from LA, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia among his best known. Desai is remembered as a reliable and versatile character actor whose face was familiar to audiences across several decades of American film and television. Tim Very died in February 2026 at the age of 42. He was the drummer for Manchester Orchestra, the Atlanta-based indie rock band behind songs like I've Got Friends and The Gold. Very had been with the band longer than any other drummer in their history and was regarded by bandmates and fans alike as central to the group's sound. He is remembered as the rhythmic foundation of a band that meant a great deal to its listeners. These are the lives we honor this week. Please leave your condolences in the comments and thank you for being here with me.